Well, it's 1:50 in the morning, and I should be asleep by now, but I'm not. So here we are. We are going to be talking about, in this video, the stimulus bill. If you forgot about it, I don't blame you, because it's been a long time since we've talked about it. But before we get into it, if you wouldn't mind sharing, commenting, and subscribing, that would be phenomenal. I'm really overtired right now. I don't know if you can tell. I'm really out of it. It's like I've taken melatonin, and I just woke up after taking it, and I'm just really groggy, but full of energy. Anyway, this is ridiculous. Congress avoids a shutdown but deadlocks on stimulus. It is ridiculous. If they were just stuck with COVID relief and not put any of that pork, and that's what they call it, the nonsense that they put in these large packages, we would be done by now. Trump should just declare a state of emergency and do it himself. But he won't. Anyway, still, our Congress bought itself 2 more days to negotiate a coronavirus package on Friday evening, even as lawmakers stumbled in their efforts to seal the deal on a $900 billion relief agreement. And that is because the far left, they do not want this to pass at all. They're very prevalent. Is that a real word? Probably not. They're really set on not passing COVID relief. I don't know why. It's because they want all that extra stuff in it, and Mitch McConnell's like, no, though Mitch McConnell has made some trade-offs. While Sanders threatened to object to the stopgap funding bill, he allowed it to go through by citing Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell's promise to keep the Senate in session until a COVID deal is reached. The Senate will reconvene on Saturday morning as congressional leaders try to break the stubborn impasses on the Federal Reserve's lending programs, rescue for entertainment venues, and disaster relief funding. I don't know about you, but I think they just need to get their stuff together, man. It's just like, why, Then we have that military defense bill that they have a super majority on in the House and the Senate, which baffles me, that any Democrat would support this when they're, quote, anti-war. I'm surprised Trump supports this at all, that he would even sign it with the cost of $230, which will heavily affect him. He'll be gone after he finishes his term, if they repeal Section 230. Yeah, I don't know how anyone's passing it. What Trump said was true when he said it heavily supported China. It does, and I cannot imagine why. What they really need to do is they just need to okay, this is what the people need, and not this is what I want for the people. They're acting as if they're helicopter parents, and what they could do is just force every state to open, but they won't do that. There's nothing really to talk about. Nothing's happening. Senior Democrats said an agreement was within sight until Toomey and the GOP made a new ask on the Fed's emergency lending programs. Toomey has pushed for similar provisions since July, but Democrats argue his latest provisions is more restrictive. Republicans are concerned that emergency lending program will be used to help state and local governments, which they have repeatedly objected to, except for the fact that that was one of the trade-offs that they made yesterday. By the time this video is actually put up there, yeah. So we'll see where this goes, but I actually like Pat Toomey. Yeah, he said, even more optimistic now that I was last night bipartisan bicameral framework for a major rescue package is very close at hand. It is what it is. They're not going to do it, and people are suffering for it. This is mostly Democrat fault. Because they want all that extra stuff. You know, they wanted like $50-something billion for the post office, like that was going to solve all their problems within the 3 weeks up until the election. Just throwing some money at something won't fix it. Just like defund the police. You know, I'm all for that too. Like, you know, it's one of those things where people are petty. There's no grand conspiracy theory to stop what these people are doing. It's mostly people are just ambitious. People are grossly incompetent, and people are petty, and that's where all these quote-unquote conspiracy theories come from. As you can see, I've now grayed out. I'm still very colorful. I love this jacket. You'll see the videos today and tomorrow. I'm wearing the same jacket because I'm recording them all now at now 1:57 in the morning. So yeah, we'll see what happens. God bless you, and have just the best day of your life.